Guys, this is Sega What Ifs. Now, hold on a minute. This is a second. Alright, now we're gonna do uh what if Deku was Gochi's son or Gogeta. Now, yeah, I know I said that. Anyways, so let's begin. So last time we left off, or I left off, was at Deku saving Midnight from a villain, an unknown villain, and alright, so since Deku cannot live on his own right now, he has waited until he's 18. But he doesn't live with no one. I'm not gonna let him live with no one. So he's not gonna know Inko, Mitsuki, Nabako. None of that. None. So if I did scratch out if I said he live with Inko, I scratch that whole thing out. No, let's continue. So Deku, he gives Midnight his phone number because I think I said so. Midnight had a discussion with Nezu. Nezu is like, okay then, I guess I could. I guess you can. Which high school does he go to? Midnight says that he doesn't attend any high school at the moment. So Nezu's like, I wonder why. So he says, alright, this he can come in tomorrow to take the exam. If he passes, then I will let him into UA. So Midnight, since she has Deku's number, calls him, tells him what Nezu says, and Deku says, alright, I'll be coming tomorrow. Oh, one more thing. You see, like, suit he has on right now, he doesn't need it. Even if it was Gogeta and even if it was Goku and Vegeta's fusion clothes, yeah, he doesn't need to. He doesn't need to have them on. It doesn't reduce his power, not any far. Now, let's continue still. So next year, Deku he goes out. He's flying to UA because he doesn't want to walk. He flies, but since he doesn't really know the area, he still flies because he knows that it's a big building. Kind of looks like an H. So yeah, he just flies there. So he arrives and he just goes through the gate. Security stops him and says, "Kid, why are you here?" Deku says, "Oh, Midnight told me to come here today." He said, "Oh, you're the kid." Yeah, sure, go in. So they go in. Deku he meets Nezu, Midnight, All Might, and Aizawa. Deku's like, Nezu says, "Hello, young, hello, our son Izuku. Welcome to UA. Well, first, before you can get in, you need to take a few tests. I think Midnight already told you." So Deku says yes, and he leads him to where the examination area is. Deku he does the reading exam. He does it good. He passes it good, and he gives he as President Mike basically explains it again since he's the only one there, no interruptions, and he goes to where the area is, and they open the area. By then they opens it, the man just vanishes, and you only see points on him, but there's racking up very quickly. So when he stops, he has 150 points. No, 177 points. And Aizawa is like, this kid's fast. He already beat he almost beat all my high score. Well, one thing, Deku he knows all of Goku and the Vegeta or Gogeta attacks, he knows everyone from now. He really go all out. He just like he this is he is like holding back, and he doesn't want to like make him think that he's overpowered, which he technically is. So Nezu just comes and takes out the 0 pointer, and Deku here not like as the 0 points coming out, he just flies up to it and just punches it directly in the face. I don't get it. Why do many people make this man shows a big Kamehameha for no reason when this man could just punch it and destroy the whole thing? So he just punches the thing and just explodes it. Because I'm pretty sure that Goku punches that way stronger than One for All. So yeah. Now let's continue. So Nizu is like, well, son Gogeta, you have passed. You'll be going into 1A. Since Deku he doesn't need to like send all those to. So he says follow here gives him uniform, but he puts it on and he was too buff, like he's too ripped for it, and they didn't have any big size clothes. So they had to do a measurement for Izuku. He gets buff, so they had to do a measurement and say, well, you can wear your casual clothes for now. And Deku he has like a white t-shirt and a jeans pants. I don't want to get into shoes, but I don't want to get really into clothes. So yeah, let's imagine your favorite clothes, if that's more better. Favorite clothes. So he walks into class when Aizawa is not there. Everyone, all of the students in there gets on a guard and says, who are you? Are you a hero or a villain? Deku he says, I am a hero. I'm a hero. So why are you for instance now? You should be like, let's calm down now. And then Aizawa walks in saying, alright, see that you admit him. Anyways, this is Son Izuku. Alright, what's his last name? What's your last name? Well, first of all, I may be a Dragon Ball Z fan, but the one thing I never heard was Goku's last name. I only hear Son Goku or Goku or Kakarot. I don't know the man's last name. So no one don't kill me. Let's continue. So I'm gonna say for some reason he still has a last name Midoriya. So he says Midoriya. There are the niggas any other questions. Ida stands up saying, what is your quirk? Deku he says his quirk is energy manipulation, and they're like, oh, what can you basically do with energy manipulation? He conjures a key blast in his hand and says, for example, like this, and he disperses key blast and sort of float to oneself. They say, wait, you can fly? The crew says that it's basically a part of energy, so yeah, I can. So they were shocked. I want to know what more Deku can do with this. But still, as I say, alright now, go sit down. So Deku he sits down, Aizawa teaches his class. We skip to lunch. Uraka comes up to Deku saying, hello, my name is Ochako Uraka. My quirk is gravity. Deku is like, so can you increase weight? Can you increase gravity around people? Uraka is like, no, I don't can like make things light. Sorry, I mean zero gravity. So Deku's like, huh, zero gravity. So you can basically make people float. She says yes, but downside of it is that I vomit once I reach my limit. I go over my limit, or once I reach my quirk. So Deku's like, huh, find a way to at least train me. Or do you want to train me at least? She says yes, but she doesn't have a sparring partner who can at least understand her quirk. So yeah, Uraka might need key as well. Depends, I'm not sure. I would need his class overpowered, kinda overpowered. So Deku, he says, "Alright, meet me uh at the dorms at my dorm. Where your training clothes, and I will take you somewhere to train." So lunch, he didn't get to eat. He just flies out of the school, flies flies looking for the tower, or let's say current tower, but current is not like not current. Kami, but it's like Kami is there. It's just someone else. I would say the tower is still in like every universe. For example, let's say every universe have one of a tower that has a hyperbolic time chamber. You just have to find it depend on how lucky you are. How lucky you are. So they go he finds the tower and he goes there and he asks, "Can I train here? Can I bring someone here to train?" He says, "Well, there's been no one here for over 50 years, give or take." So they goes like, "Huh. So is it cool if I bring someone to train?" He says, "Well, yes." So Deku he goes back down and he goes and managed to get some of his lunch complete. Say he gets a bowl of ramen and managed to eat it off in time when the bell just ring. So they go to class and they after after school is over, Deku and Ochako meets Deku at his dorm and they're like outside. And Ochako's like, what are we gonna do for training? Deku just picks her up bridal style and flies towards the tower. When they arrive, they're like above clouds. Uraka is sort of freaking out. But when they reach the tower, she must touch ground, but she is scared shitless. Because you're in a tower that's near space. So Ochako is like having problems breathing. She's having problem breathing, and Deku he saw her as like goes back down and says, "Well, so I gotta train you here first." So Deku he spends like a week training Ochako, yeah, current tower, being up her stamina, and sort of like making her able to like hold her breath more longer. Uh, for that kind of training, I didn't know what Goku did for that type of training. So let's say Deku like puts her head underwater and make her hold her breath for a long period of time without killing herself or drowning herself. Now, after a week of training, Ochako gets a little more. Ochako gets kind of get more better understanding for quirk because Deku is like making her hold up a boulder. I mean, she hold up something that's up above her limits, and she is not supposed to drop it no matter what. So Ochako has to hold that thing up for like an hour, and she wants to puke very badly, very badly. So after an hour, Deku lets her release it, and once he released it, this man barfed like hell. I mean, barfed up Rainbow since he has rainbow. So yeah, that's how she gets trained and get her core more stronger along with herself and her physical strength. So I would say usually attack are happen before Deku if arrives. So yeah, there it goes down. They so it's successful. Yeah, yeah. It was not there. So as I will get a little bit more pummeled more, Class only got the ball handed to them. Mineta and Mineta and Tetsu. Is it Tetsu or Azui? Yeah, Azui, the Frogger or Floppy. Yeah, yeah, they had more problems since Neko wasn't there, so they had to go a different plan. Now, yeah, so uh, after a while, no, it's now good they were in class. Isaac comes in and says, "All right, problem, children. 2 weeks from 1 week from now, you guys will be having sports festival. You guys will have these 2 weeks to train. There will be no class. A student will not be in their class because they need to train. And most of you guys, right now, your quirks are weak, so you guys need to train along class B, class 1B, and so on will be trained. And the upperclassmen will also be having their sports sports festival as well. So you might even compete with them. So they were like, we can't fight upperclassmen. They have more experience. As I say, you guys survived a villain attack, which most of them hasn't went through it, except for the third grades. And it's only like second grade, so they're with three, the big three. I'm gonna downgrade them. They're in 2A. Yeah, so yeah, they're gonna have problems. I say problems. Now, so as I said, that's why I'm giving you 2 days, 2 weeks. Now, they even go train. So Kirishima approaches Deku and he says, "Bro, can I train with you, bro?" And Denki also asks, and Deku is like, "Sure, I don't see why not." So Kirishima, Denki, Ochako, they were they left the school compound because they got pressure from Nezu. They go to area Deku, Nino's instant transmission, so he just teleports them there. And they were wondering, how can this man teleport? Ochako is kinda used to it, but she doesn't know what other abilities Deku have because Deku has been teleporting them there. So yeah. So Deku he passes them way too close and he's like, "You guys, you return please." Deku he has more weights. His weights are like way heavy. They're like this one is like overpowered. I will just say he has hmm, what's a 100 ton or 1,000? Like it's the same amount of weight that Goku and Vegeta train with Whis, but there's 2 times more or three. So this is the amount of weight that Deku has, and that's what Deku is training with. They're like in the form of clothes, so they're like each part of his body. That's way heavier than Goku's. Uh so yeah, they trained for the whole 2 weeks, and on the first day, Kirishima and Denki were finished. Like, bro, I'm sore. I never trained this hard in my whole life. And Deku he kind of gets permission not to come to school for like he doesn't need to come on school premises for 2 weeks until the sports festival. So they had to do camping where they are and train like hell. And Deku he doesn't stop until it's sleeping time. You get breaks though. So yeah, they train and not on that they have to go hunting and cook their own food. So Deku he just can catch a biggest tuna, uh, and that was shared for them. They were attacked by wolves, uh, animal with quirks, and they should not use their quirks. So they had they had it rough. They were even attacked by bear. They must not use their quirks. So 2 weeks after, yeah, they come back. They were limping. They were tired, and so they could eat them 1 day before, so they could at least rest. Because a turtle monster was sort of a monster. So after they got there, they were limping in, and the students see them and like, what happened to you guys? Like training and Manji, the training was evil. It was evil. I feel like I'm tortured. I don't want to train no more. But yeah, it benefited them because Deku as Ochako can uh, she could like move each by any chance she could at least budge, but just a little budge a mountain with a quirk. Just at least budge it a little. And for Keshima, he can go unbreakable for as long as he wants. And then he can go to like 10.10 main voltage. They didn't know because they didn't get to try their powers out yet. Because he just made it use their quirks for 2 weeks straight. So they were in their room. They slept for the whole day. They had they had to take painkillers and rub some things that will at least ease the muscles for the pay them to death. So they had to take up weights because those things are heavy. He gives her like each 150 pounds for each part of their body. Scratch like 300 pounds for each part of their body. So yeah. No, I don't care if that's too much, too less. Yeah, I'm making them train so they are at least more powerful than they need to be. So they were so the whole day. They didn't get out of bed. They don't need to eat. They were sleeping. They finally get so much soft to sleep for the whole day. Now, Kishima, this man is gonna love the training. Ochako, she already get used to it because Deku put her through vigorous training. So Ochako kind of get the most vigorous training of all because she's used to it. Now, now, right, next day passes, and it's sports festival. They are rested the whole day already, so they're kind of more better. So they had to like take a painkiller. They're not blind or have no serious injuries. Boy, yeah. So no need to worry about that. So when they like come now, all things went the same. But since Deku wasn't there, Baku was the one who gave his speech. And yeah, that kind of pissed off class 1B and most of the audience. So midnight, the same thing happened. Kennen Midnight spin the wheel and it land and run and what's it called again? Let's say running. So they were there, the crowded area, and they um Hiroshima realized along Deku, Denki and Ochako, they realized that this area is small because Deku is training to like observe your area. So they were like, you know what, man, it's not the right place. So when they said go, sorry, when they said go, they just blitzes, and Deku he just hops up on top of the stadium. Kirishima, Denki, Ochako float, and Denki Kirishima grabbed onto Deku's feet, and they flew up to the top. Right, so they were able to jump down and run. Deku just like he's running, but he's not using his full power. He's just blitzing, but still he destroyed robots on his way. They run under the ropes, run over the minefield, and he got first. Kirishima, yeah, he got second. Then he got sorry. Ochako got second, second. Kirishima got third, and Shoto got fourth, and Walkwood got fifth. Denki got sixth, and so on and so forth. Uh, the upperclassmen, second grades, second years, they did theirs, and yeah, it was. They had their little more dangerous. Hold on. Alright, guys. This might will be paused. I will create the next part for you. So for now, sorry for break. What's still, I gotta run do some errands, and even though it's night for me, I just gotta go do something real quick. So yeah, guys, just hold on for a bit, and I will be working on the exploit for it, which I will cover the rest of the sports festival and staying arc. Yeah, and the internship. So for now, just hold on for a quick bit.